I'm Paul Gleeson. I'm the Labour Party candidate for Police and Crime Commissioner for Lincolnshire.
What do you make of the turnout at the elections today?
I think it's not to be expected. The government has made a shambles of the whole event. They organised an election in November, which even with other elections will have 7-8% less turnout. They then promised candidates a leaflet will be delivered to every household. Well, we've been to hustings where half the people there haven't had the leaflet. This leaflet was meant to give a link to a website that had our details on, or a phone number where you can ring and get details sent out to you. But above all, what they didn't allow candidates to send out a leaflet to everybody in the county. Had we done that, we'd have been able to get people to understand what's going on, become more involved, understand that they had a good chance to change the way policing was delivered in Lincolnshire.
So you think that the online coverage, which was quite extensive for the election, was not able to reach everyone who would have to vote?
In Boston, over half of the households don't have computers. So how do they get online?
And what would you do, the first thing that you would do if you were to be elected today as Police Commissioner?
The first thing I would do would be to arrange a series of meetings with communities around Lincolnshire to discuss the policing plan. The government, again, in the shambles they're making in this election, you've only got 21 days to issue the first draft of your policing plan. Yet the legislation says you're meant to consult with the population. That's the whole point of the change, to allow consultation. So how do you do a consultation in 21 days?
So the role of the Commissioner then is quite limited from this point of view.
No, the role isn't limited, but you've got 21 days to issue your first draft of the policing plan. But you're required to carry out consultation. That's the whole point of the role, is to involve people in policing. So how can you do the two things? How can you get a policing plan out in 21 days and do proper consultation? They've just not sorted through.
And what do you make of the people saying that politicians running for Police Commissioner is not as a good idea as having independence in the role?
All the people standing for election here are politicians. I think you might mean party politicians.
Yes.
I mean, anybody who stands for election, is a politician. I mean, the Police Commissioner will have to make lots of decisions. On nearly all of those decisions, there'll be one group who want them to go one way, one group who want them to go the other way. And the Police Commissioner decides that's a political decision. If you vote for somebody from a political party, you know what you're getting, you know what's in the tin, and actually if the contents are faulty, you have a chance to complain. Political parties, because of their structures, you can actually complain through the action of the political party. When you vote for an independent, you don't know what you're getting. You don't know who they're accountable to and what they're going to deliver. So in truth, my view is political parties actually deliver better